Well, starting with the shocking allegations that have been made by separatist Pashtun activist Umar Daud Khattak against Pakistan Army. The Pashtun activist has alleged that Pakistan Army is using Pashtun women as sex slaves. According to him, hundreds of Pashtun women are abducted and put in prostitution center in Lahore as sex slaves. He further said that Pakistan raises money by pushing Pashtun women in flesh trade. Now, Pashtun houses are looted and bulldozed to clear land for terror camps. Take a listen. Going across to India today is Gaurav Sawant, who's joining us on the story. So, Gaurav, we have seen the human rights abuse that's committed by Pakistan in Balochistan. It's another grave allegation that is coming of flesh trade of Pashtunian women.
You know, these are sharp fault lines in Pakistan which are now coming forth. We've seen what's been happening in Gilgit, Baltistan, up north, in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, in northern areas. We've seen what's been happening in Sindh and Balochistan, and now we see what's happening with the people of what's being called as Pashtunistan. And this very clearly shows that Pakistan's Punjab-dominated army actually treats all the others within Pakistan as one, as minorities, and two, as disposable communities. You know, what they're doing is enjoying their resources but carrying out a series of atrocities, and this is for the first time that it's coming out in public domain. The way their women were kidnapped, the way their women are being used as sex slaves. We'd heard of this happening in Balochistan, we'd heard of some of this happening in Pak-occupied Kashmir, in Gilgit-Baltistan, but this is one more area where Pakistan Army's atrocities are now coming to the fore.
Absolutely, Gaurav, and it's also time now that the international community takes note of the human rights abuses by the Pakistani army, specifically the United Nations, which should immediately launch a probe into these grave allegations.
You know, it is for the international community to focus on this, but Pakistan, claiming to be fighting that war on terror, uses all of its atrocities on its own people as cover to not take care of human rights, abuses, and not go after those elements in its own army. But now, increasingly with this information coming out in public domain, Pakistan will be under pressure, or it is hoped that Pakistan will be under pressure to take action in these cases. But such is Punjab domination, Pakistan Punjab domination, whether it's on their army or their bureaucracy or their administration or even their political leadership, that none of the other voices are either heard, or even if they're heard, nobody gives any weightage to these voices. And human rights activists in Pakistan, they just keep talking about it. No one's listening to them.
But also it exposes the state government, which is completely helpless, and how it's the Rawalpindi which is calling the shots, because Nawaz Sharif turning a blind eye to human rights abuses by Pakistani army. We also have Shafkat Saeed, who's joining us on this broadcast. Gaurav, be with me. Mr. Saeed, grave allegations coming about the atrocity committed by Pakistani army against Pashtunian women.
Ma'am, I could not hear you full. Please repeat your question.
Mr. Saeed, Pashtun activist Umar Daud Khattak has alleged that Pakistani army is using Pashtun women for sex slaves and for flesh trade. Your response?
Ma'am, this is absolutely baseless, for the reason that the army that I have served in has got very strict regime, and it is absolutely out of question that army can handle a woman like this. It is absolutely impossible.
Mr. Saeed, a Pashtun activist who has alleged that Pakistan is raising money by pushing Pashtunian women into flesh trade. Their houses have been looted. It's not the first incident of human rights abuse at the hand of Pak army. When will your government wake up to the atrocities being committed by Rawalpindi? Is Islamabad so helpless?
Government is very much alive to such things, and these things do not happen. They are only reported in Indian media, and nothing like this is possible, and nothing like this is absolutely anywhere near reality, whatever you are quoting.
So, Mr.
And
Saeed,
I say that
if
Mr. Abdullah
Mr.
is the
Saeed,
highest order
Mr. Saeed,
higher.
if there is nothing to hide, will the Pakistan government launch a probe? Because you have Balochistan atrocities that have come to light. You've not even
No,
allowed United Nations forces to visit the area. You've not even allowed the foreign media to come and speak to the people in the area. Will the Pakistani government be transparent as the allegations come to light? Let the investigation happen from an independent international body.
Ma'am, be informed that there are over 200 international NGOs from North America and Europe working in Balochistan and Fatah, and there is no blackout. And I tell you, if you take your party or your correspondents to these areas, you would be facilitated, given protection, so that you are not harmed by the entry, and you can go anywhere you want to. These are internationally open territories.
Mr.
There is
Saeed,
nothing
Mr.
which
Saeed,
is
Mr. Saeed, at least let's not
blacked out.
lie on the broadcast, because foreign media is not allowed in areas of Balochistan. You do not have
Ma'am,
even given access to
I
United
won't
Nations.
facilitate
But
you.
here is
I
a grave
won't
allegation of
facilitate you.
Pashtunian women
I
being
give you
used
my word, I
for
will
sex
facilitate
trade
you.
as alleged by
It's a
a
lie.
Pashtun activist. Will the Pakistani
He has
government
sold himself
now launch a
out.
probe? So, simple question. Will a Pakistani government launch a probe at least to in these grave allegations which has been leveled by Pashtunian activists? If there's nothing to fear, why not launch a probe?
Ma'am, Pakistan Army or government of Pakistan is not reactive in nature. It is preemptive in nature. Nothing like this
All right,
is allowed
India
to
Today's
happen,
Gaurav
and
Sawant
that's what
also
happened.
is with us. Be with us, Shafqat Saeed. Gaurav, go ahead.
No, you know, Pakistan Army lives in a traditional lie. Before 1971, Pakistan Army carried out a series of atrocities in what was then East Pakistan, today's Bangladesh. Millions of women, and not thousands and not lakhs, millions of women were raped and murdered. Pakistan Army denied it, and Pakistan Army saw the impact. Bangladesh was born as a new country. Mukti Bahini was a freedom fighting force that came into being, and they overthrew Pakistan Army. Pakistan Army had to surrender 93,000 prisoners of
Yes.
war of the Pakistan Army. So that was the truth there. The same atrocities are now continuing in different parts of Pakistan. As far as freedom of media is concerned, media has absolutely no access
Absolutely.
to Balochistan.
I give you my word.
Yeah.
I will facilitate this tour for you. You are saying something absolutely wrong. I will facilitate your visit.
Mr. Saeed, we hope that before you promise to facilitate visit of the Indian media, at least these allegations that have come in, your government can take note of it and has enough courage to take on the Pakistani army,
Ma'am,
which in the garb of fighting terror is giving shelter to Lashkar terrorists like Hafiz Saeed, is giving shelter to Jaish like Masood Azhar, and is committing human rights abuses blatantly. But Mr. Saeed, thank you for joining us. I'm completely out of time. Thanks, Gaurav, for joining us. These are questions that we continue to ask in track. Taking a short break. Coming right back, where actor...